Welcome to the first episode of the Street Smart Millionaire. This is a podcast that I decided to do to help people build wealth and find life balance. So I'll tell you a little bit about me. My name's Rick Ruby. I'm from the east side of Detroit. I'm from a blue-collar family. My dad was a garbage man. My mom worked at Sears. I was a mediocre athlete in high school. I didn't pay much attention in class, so I probably wasn't going very far. Luckily, I got into sales. I got in the furniture business in the 80s, and I did that for 3 years and did pretty good at it. Then I got in the mortgage business. When I got in the mortgage business, I really started to shine in a straight commission business. So here's what I tell you. If you want to accumulate wealth, you got to develop sales skills. You got to develop the ability to talk people into products and services you believe in, whether you're going to be a doctor or you're going to be a lawyer, you got to have sales skills. So we're going to talk about things I've learned in the last 40 years about wealth, things I've learned about balance. So to give you some financial background on me, I have no education in finance. I have no certifications. I've been in the stock market as an investor for 37 years. I've been making money for a long time. I made $1 million the first time in 1995. I was 34 years old. I've made over $1 million every year since then. By about February 5th, I'll be over $1 million this year again. I've been saving 20% of my paycheck in the stock market for 37 years when a rich guy taught me how to accumulate wealth. So what I do is I spend my life teaching people how to make money. I own a coaching company called The Core Training. I coach realtors and lenders. I'm in the mortgage business. I work at the #1 mortgage company in America called Cross Country Mortgage. It's a big retail mortgage company. I have 4 locations that I personally own the locations of. I have about 37 loan reps that work for me. I close about 230 loans a month. I do right under $1 billion worth of mortgages a year. So I'm a really pretty big deal in the mortgage business. I have been a loan officer. I've been a branch manager. I've been a regional. I've been an owner. Now I'm a net branch owner at a really big mortgage company. I have a coaching company where I coach 400 people a year that pay me 40 grand a year on how to accumulate wealth and how to do balance. So what I'm going to do in this podcast every week is I'm going to teach you how to accumulate wealth, how to invest, how to make money, how to save money, how to give money, how to grow money. I'm going to teach about sales. I'm going to teach about team. I'm going to teach about business. I coach a plumber that makes $2 million a year. He made 175 years ago. I coach a financial planner that makes 10 million a year. He made 500,000 when I got him 14 years ago. I coach a lot of different business people in a lot of different industries around wealth. I think the accumulation of wealth is a lot of fun. I think it makes a lot of great things in your life. You have nice cars, you put your kids in good schools, you get to build a retirement. I don't see anything bad about it. So uh, I think that having a good business that rewards you financially is a really good thing. I had a young man that works for me that I just got off a conference call with. He said he doesn't love the mortgage business. I'm like, well, you're a knucklehead. The mortgage business is great. You can make a lot of money. You help a lot of people. Here's what I will tell you. You have to love whatever you're doing because there's going to be crap in whatever you're doing and there's going to be good stuff in whatever you're doing. So you got to love whatever you do and it will love you back. It's like your relationship. If you find fault in the person you're in life with, then you're going to have a bad relationship. If you find good things about the person you're in a relationship and you sit down and you write down 5 things you're grateful for that partner. I look at my wife, Britt, of 22 years. Man, she's hot with no drama. She's grounded in faith. She has her own money. She's very organized. She loves me for exactly who I am and who I can be. Like those are the things that I tell myself when I'm thinking about my marriage. When I look at the mortgage business, I tell myself, you're helping a lot of people with the American dream of home ownership. You're able to make a lot of money to provide a retirement and a legacy for your family. So these are things philosophy wise that we're going to talk about over the upcoming weeks. I'm going to interview a millionaire every month and bring somebody in that I'm going to interview to help them share some of their secrets, what they've learned about money. So um, I've been saving 20% of my paycheck for 37 years. I have a giant stock portfolio. I manage a third of it myself. I have 2/3 of my portfolios with Wells Fargo with a high-end financial planner. And then I manage a lot of my own. We rival every year. He beats me some years. I beat him. This last year, I made 30% in my um, managed portfolio with my financial planner. I made about 24% in the portfolio that I manage. So we're going to learn how to make money as a salesperson. We're going to learn how to build a really good team. We're going to learn how to invest money and how to grow money in the stock market. So today I want to talk about one of my favorite words, which I think I excel at, which is personal discipline. So I will tell you this. I've had the same personal trainer for 15 years. I work out twice a week. I do 1,000 reps every workout, and I have 3 to 5 people that I work out. So if you have money, hire a personal trainer, get in a set routine physically, and have some people to work out with. So I always have 3 to 5 people to work out with me, employees, clients. I think his life is better done with other people. I'm not a person that likes a lot of time by myself. I like a lot of time with other people. When it comes to the mortgage business, I believe you attack realtors. So I have a plan to, talk to 75 realtors and clients a week. I have a plan to see 20 realtors and clients a week face to face. So part of my sales skills is about the number of contacts you make a week. This is part of what I teach in sales, whether it's a plumber, a financial planner, a lawyer, a doctor, a mortgage man, a realtor. Most of my time is spent coaching realtors and lenders. I have a big company called The Core Training. We do about 20 million a year in coaching fees, coaching high-end people, middle people, and entry-level people. In the mortgage business, we attack realtors and past clients. In the real estate business, we attack local VIPs and we attack past clients. Now, when I say attack, I mean attack. That means we call, we mail, we visit, we send cards, we do birthday programs. We want to be on their mind all the time for their mortgage and real estate needs. That's my philosophy of sales. It's kind of like a blanket approach where you take a group of people and you go after them hardcore. Now, as we come to disciplines, it starts with your vision. So, whatever your vision is, like when I look at my vision for serving God, I want to read the Bible. I want to go to church. I want to be in a Bible study. I want to honor God with all my works. I want to be obedient to what the Bible says. So, whatever I'm into, whether it's my spirituality with Jesus and God, whether it's my fitness, whether it's my business, whether it's my stock portfolio, whether it's my marriage, whether it's my kids, or whether it's my family, I look at life in 7 areas that I work on all the time. I have a vision for each area of my life. I have a vision for my body. I have a vision for my marriage. I have a vision for a relationship with God. I have a vision for my friends. Like in January next week, I'll be in Kissimmee, Florida at a Mecum car auction. I collect hot rods. We're actually in my man cave right now today. My man cave is about 10,000 square foot building. I have a hot rod collection. I have a basketball hoop. I have a lounge where I watch TV and smoke cigars. I got a pool table. I got a ping pong table. I believe all men need a cave. You're in the office of my cave right now, is where we're going to be doing these podcasts. Sometimes I'll do it out amongst the cars. So I think a man needs a man cave, a place to go where he can hang out. That's just his place where he can do business and take care of things. So this was a dream of mine. I had a vision for what a man cave should look like. I built my vision, but I didn't get it until I was 60. But I had the vision when I was 18 years old. So a lot of people get frustrated because their vision doesn't come together soon enough. So today's lesson is about discipline, and it starts with your vision. So you need a vision of what it looks like finished, your marriage, your business, your body, your stock portfolio. So for me, wealth starts at making $1 million, and wealth starts at having $3 million in the bank. So this is about getting to $1 million in income. Just so you know, 1/10 of 1% makes $1 million a year. I'm proud to be in that club every year since 1995. That's 29 years I've made $1 million or more. Now, every year I try to make a little more than I made the last year. That's my goal. My vision is to stay around 10 million a year in income. My vision is to grow my portfolio 10% growth of the year. So these are my visions of what I want. Um, I think that it starts with your vision about your business and your life. So I would take the 7 areas of your life: your work, your money, your family, your friends, your spirituality, yourself, and I would pay attention to what you're doing and I would set some clear visions about each thing. I like vision boards. I like white cardboard with a bunch of pictures cut out and put on there of things you want to accomplish and things you want to do. So I like vision boards. I like to see it. I'm a visual person. So for me, I'm doing the podcast where you can see me or you can hear from me so you can learn from me. I think that discipline around the activities to acquire the vision. That's really the focal point. What activities do I need to do regularly to be in shape? So I have to hire my trainer. I have to show up twice a week. I have to do 1,000 reps every time I work out. I've got to keep my calories under 2,000 a day. So I watch what I eat. I work out regular. I try to recreate physically and play basketball every other Thursday. So those are have a vision of what I want to look like. I'm almost 64 years old, so I want to be really in good shape at 64. I want to be lean. You can't have big muscles at 64 years old, so I want to be lean. So I do a cardio, low weight, high rep workout that fits my vision of what I want my body to look at. When I look at my business, I want 400 clients to make $1 million. That's my vision. Right now, I've had 765 clients and employees make $1 million over the last 26, 27 years. So I've helped a lot of people make $1 million. And I think that I do it in the mortgage and real estate business and some outside industries, but it always starts with the vision of making $1 million. Now, that vision may take 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, but you got to have a big vision. If you can't dream big, you can't be big. If you dream small, you'll be small. So I think that's a good philosophy to look at. So you have a vision, you have a plan, then the discipline comes in when you execute the plan. Now, I make 40 phone calls every day. There's not a day goes by that I don't make 40 outbound calls. Every single day, I make 40 outbound calls. That helps me fulfill my mortgage vision. That helps me fulfill my coaching vision. I just lost a loan officer that I really liked. I've had him for 90 days. It's not a good fit. He doesn't love the business. He doesn't work hard. It's not an alignment with me. I'll go get 2 new loan reps. So I'll pick up the phone and I'll call 10 loan reps a week until I get a couple that want to come work for me and they want to chase realtors and they want to do it right. In the coaching business, I just added 35 new clients. So I look at my coaching business. I went out and did a bunch of free shows. I do a bunch of videos. I call a bunch of loan reps and realtors. I get a bunch of referrals. I had a full room in November. I signed up a bunch of people for coaching. 35 are coming on a journey with me and paying me 40 grand a year. And I'm going to help them get to $1 million. But that's their vision. I have a plan. And then between them and me, we work on executing the plan. So the word discipline to me means you do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. It's not your best intentions. It's not your hope. You execute the play. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's snowing. I don't care if you're not in the mood. I don't care if you're tired. You get up and you execute the play to accomplish the vision. That's how I look at things. And that's what this training is going to be about on this podcast. So it's going to be about your vision, mine or your plan. If you're in the mortgage business or real estate business, I have a clear plan on what you do each day. If you're not in the real estate business and in the lending business and you're watching this podcast, then you got to get a clear plan of who you're supposed to call and who you're supposed to see. We're going to set up some themes and then the discipline comes in and you execute in the play. So lots of things come up. Lots of things distract me. We set up this podcast and the sun was coming in. It was too bright and my guy didn't prepare for it. So we taped up some stuff over the wall. You get it done and you overcome. You get mad for a minute and then you overcome and you stay on task and you accomplish the vision of starting our podcast today. So nothing was going to get in my way of starting this podcast. And I think that that's my discipline. And one of my strengths is I have discipline to a plan to attain a vision. And that's really the formula that I want to start with today. I think that, when it comes to wealth, I think that getting to 3 million in the bank will guarantee you 150 grand a year in passive income. So 150 grand a year is 12 grand a month. I think you can live a nice retirement. It's not going to be a great retirement. A great retirement starts at 5 to 10 million. So for me, we want to fund your lifestyle. Then we want to fund your retirement. And for some of you, we're going to fund a legacy. We're going to create a legacy that goes on and on and on and on. I'll be talking in the next couple of weeks about trusts and wills. I just updated my trust. I think you got to update your trust every 2 years. I have a charitable trust where I've given millions of dollars away to charity in a trust. I have a dynasty trust that carries on for generations and funds my family and my grandkids and my great grandkids. I love in Proverb where it says, leave your children's children an inheritance. That's really what I focus on. So hopefully over the next however long I continue to do this, you can learn some things. If you're in the real estate and lending business, if you want to hire me, go to thecoretraining.com and we'll talk about putting you in a tough coaching program to help you attain your goals and visions. I think that if you know some people that you think you want to learn about wealth and want to learn about balance, forward my podcast to them, and we're going to see how this goes and how many people follow it. Online, I have about 100,000 people that watch my videos that I put out weekly, and hopefully we'll get a big following on the podcast. I think it's a topic that's necessary. I don't think capitalism or wealth is a bad topic. I think what you do with it can be bad, but I think you can do great things with wealth. You can fund your family's life. You can fund a retirement. You can fund a legacy. You can give to charities and fund a lot of charities. I've learned how to be very charitable in the last probably 15 years is when I learned how to be charitable. And I'll tell you this, if you look at my income tax returns, the last 15 years I've blown up. And I didn't blow up till I started getting charitable. So one of the things I can tell you is I save 20% of my paycheck into the 401k in the stock market, and I give 10% of my paycheck to charities that I believe in. Now, I think that 10% is a hard number to get to. Start at 1%, then grow to 2%. Start at 5% save, then go to 10% save. But the ultimate dream is to save 20% of your paycheck for 20 years. The ultimate dream financially is give 10% of your paycheck away to causes you believe in. I give 10% away every year, and I've started a charitable trust. So I'm working on, I believe the haves take care of the have-nots. It's one of a philosophy that I was taught. Throughout the podcast, we're going to talk about mentors that I've had, and I've had 8 really good mentors. And they've all taught me different things about accumulating wealth, making a lot of money, taking care of clients, being an expert in the business. So what we're going to talk about over these weeks is things my mentors have taught me, things I'm teaching my students that I mentor. And I think that I look at my business and I kind of look at the movie Pay It Forward. It's about a young kid that decides he's going to change the planet, and he helps 3 people so much that they go help 3 people and they go help 3 people. That's kind of what I've done in the mortgage business and the coaching business is I've helped a few people. They go help a few people. They go help a few people. So I hope you're going to enjoy this podcast. I'm going to teach you everything I've learned in my 40 years in the mortgage business and 30 years in the coaching business and my 29 years of making over $1 million and my 37 years in the stock market, my 22 years being married. I was married. My first time I got married, I was married for 14 years. I was not a good husband. I did not understand how to be a good husband. I had 3 beautiful children. We lost a son that was a year and a half old. So I've raised 2 really good children. I've been divorced. I've lost a child. I've had a lot of distractions that haven't distracted me because I stay focused on the vision for each part of my life. I have a vision for how I wanted my kids to turn out. I wanted them to be good, godly people. I wanted them to be good husbands and wives and raise good children. I wanted them to be pillars of their community. Um, I think that my children don't have to sacrifice in their life for their careers because I did. So they're pretty set. My youngest daughter is a teacher. My oldest daughter works for me in the coaching business. She runs my concierge department. So she's in a management role where she supports my clients. I think that's all I have today. I'm excited about doing this. If you're in the mortgage and real estate business, you want to hire me, check me out on thecoretraining.com. If you're watching this podcast, buckle up. We're going to learn how to make a lot of money. We're going to learn how to buy stocks. I'm going to share with you what I'm buying in the stock market. I'm going to share with you what I'm doing to get new clients in the coaching business, what I'm doing to get more loan reps, what my loan reps are doing. So I hope you enjoy it. See you next week. Have a great one. Rick Ruby out.